Black people have no culture for other people to culturally appropriate and benefit off. That is the excuse that most people that create content concerning black people actually use as their excuse. This includes palm coloreds and people outside America who are non-palm colored, right? We're talking about mixing a trap beat in an Afro beat, or maybe getting a black person's song and making it as your own on TikTok. And the ironic thing is that when you're palm colored, TikTok doesn't even take it down. And this is majorly attributed to the notion that black people don't have a culture to be appropriated after all, which has resulted in a phenomenon known as black suffering for profit. If you haven't heard of it, we're talking about culture vouchers and using black suffering as bait to drive traffic to your website or your channel. These are all things that we are aware of and most people are quite familiar with. Now, let's take a closer look at what this sister has to say concerning this topic and some of the resonating perspectives in line with what we've mentioned. Now, leave your thoughts in the comments as we get started.
Well, hello there. Y'all just need to get a job. Y'all still on live talking about Susies and Rebecca's and Karen's wearing box braids. Yeah, they look filthy and dirty and their braids never are even or well done. But why are you still doing whole lives about it? This is unemployed behavior. I blew up on this app for reading styrofoam people. However, it's never been a deep discussion in every one of my videos. It's just to be funny. But y'all are hosting whole lives all the time talking about this shit. Get a job. Or maybe you do work. My apologies. Then get a hobby. Or actually do something to contribute to the movement that's supposed to be happening. Y'all have made a mockery of it. Whole lives with the background saying, can white women wear box braids? Y'all are antagonizing on purpose for money and views. Then y'all have them come in the box and y'all just argue. You're not going to change their perspective and you know that. Now, I have no problem dragging YT people. My problem is the exploitation. And y'all only do these lives because you think that you know everything about the situation and you want YT people to come in there and you educate them. It's for an argument. 1,000, 2,000 people in there in the comment section egging it on. Y'all do these lives and do nothing else in the community. I know you don't. You don't have time because you're always on live doing this one. Fill out a job application. It was funny at first, but now it's just lame. That's why I haven't been doing it. It's not even funny anymore. They're going to keep doing it. All those people just come for the drama. All these black people want to get in the box and, drag YT people and all that. It makes you feel good. And fine, get your reparations. But while we here, can we discuss some type of progress? The black people on TikTok do not represent the entire community. Yes, there are millions of black people on this app, but all of them are not creators. So the ones that you see presented to you do not represent the entire community. And I'm tired of y'all saying black community. Y'all can call it black TikTok messy community. Stop pretending you're for progress. Just admit that you're one of those pages that taunts white people. That's okay. But don't pretend. That's what annoys me. I don't want to get in drama or nothing like that, but it's really annoying. Do y'all get what I'm saying? It's fake. All they do is just argue or have a T page. That's cool, be that, but admit to it. Because all of these other non-black people are thinking that y'all represent us. And you don't. But you're always talking.
PSA to the African Americans, start gatekeeping yesterday. So I'm Jamaican, not just in the sense that my parents are Jamaican, but in the sense that I was born in Jamaica. Like, here's my little injection scar thingy on my right shoulder. We all got that, right? The thing is, the reason that I don't always have a Jamaican accent is because I was basically raised in America. All my formative years were in the United States of America. I'm functionally African American. I don't always claim that, but African American culture is a culture that I grew up in. So I am very tired of hearing that African Americans have no culture because, I'm here. It's especially insidious because it's coming from people of African descent outside of the United States who are taking your music and your fashion and your language and then saying that stuff isn't your culture. They're stealing it. They're literally stealing it from you. Like, you can't say that African Americans have no culture when there are British rappers. You can't say that African Americans have no culture when you're putting Jersey club drums and trap drums in your Afro beats. You can't say that African Americans have no culture when you unironically use the word brazy with your British accent. So this is your sign from one of your allies. Start calling this every time. Every time you see it, say it. And this will end real quick.
Modern day slavery is white people getting rich off of black culture, black fashion, black style, black bodies, and not giving them any credit. And not only that, but shaming black people for doing it. I'm not talking about all white people. I'm literally half white myself, but I'm talking about white people that steal black ideas, black music, black culture in any way, and don't credit the original source. Just as you would need to credit an original artist, just know that a lot of y'all's culture comes from a community that's literally oppressed, that is literally shamed for the very culture that is being stolen. Happy Black History Month, y'all.
Y'all raccoons who couldn't afford a discounted McDonald's burger because they took all the condiments and bread off, so it's just a patty. If it wasn't for y'all exploiting black trauma, and I'm talking to you black creators. I'm not gonna name no names because y'all know who I'm talking about, but to be clear, hit dogs holler and I'm not scared of y'all. So I can name names. Y'all are baiting white people in y'all's lives to make money. And I'm not putting myself on the... You know what? Yeah, I am. I bait white people to be funny, never to be educational. Y'all get up there in the guise of education, yelling and screaming and doing all this stuff because you're making money. And I'm not counting people's pockets. I'm not talking about everybody that makes their money off of TikTok. I'm talking about specific people who do this. And there's a lot of them. You're making lives about black trauma so you can get money. Y'all are no better than the white folks in Hollywood who make trauma movies that we all talk about. We're tired of watching trauma movies, right? You're no better than that. You're exploiting black trauma, which means you're exploiting mine. It just makes it seem like it's a game. You're capitalizing off of it, off of our struggle. It just seems like a game. That's why nobody takes us seriously on this app. When I make my videos and I make my jokes, which I'm going to go back to, and I put up educational stuff, you know what I mean? It's not to teach white people. It's to stimulate black people to go research what I'm saying so they know what I'm saying. Y'all use the same buzzwords. Y'all use the same hot button words every time. Colorism, internalized misogynoir, protect black women. How do you protect black women? By coming in the box when she's arguing and taking her place when, arguing with a man? That's not protecting black women. Protecting black women is stuff that we're really in danger of, right? Dying in childbirth at a higher rate, 3 times the rate. Something like that. But really, I believe it applies specifically to protect black women in your family. Not randomly, okay? Unless you see something and you're willing to risk your life to protect a black woman, then that's your type of thing. But y'all are not that type of people. Y'all just bring your mouth about it. Y'all do it for clout. Y'all do it for money. And it's sick. Exploiting our trauma for money. Now, that's just my opinion, right? That's my opinion. But my opinion is true. Y'all in these stupid lies with the background saying, can black people be racist? Are all white people racist? Just to be arguing. Go get a job instead of begging for donations while exploiting black trauma. I never say no like that. It's very rare it's like that. When I bait white people, it's as a joke, right? Call them slaves and all the other things. But I'm not under the guise of being a social activist, educating them and all this stuff. No, I'm true to who I am, right? How I am on this app is how I am in real life. If you know me off this app, you know that, right? Y'all are fakers. Y'all come off this app and don't do anything. Y'all have literally started your platform under the guise of social activism, right? Get all these followers you're talking about this, and all of a sudden you a T-page. Now your page all about drama. You used black trauma to get to where you wanted to go and abandon the rest. Y'all black people ain't peeping game. You have to peep game. Something's wrong. But y'all follow over there and you form cults. You form cults. Y'all are in cults. And y'all give people money for no reason. No reason. The people who said that they were social activists and talk about all this stuff and now they're a T-page. You give them money for what? Entertainment? Entertainment, right? You go from a black social activist to your page now being a messy page of black people arguing. Child. Hit dogs holler, that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm bored. And I'm irritated by this whole thing. I've been irritated for a while. And this ain't about trying to get in an argument, nothing like that. Y'all know it's very rare that something like that happen, you feel me? I be finding it amusing, because you come for me, I think it's funny. You know what I'm saying? You taking it serious. But what I am taking serious is exploiting black trauma, because you're exploiting my trauma too.
One very good example of using black trauma for profit is Eminem's latest song, Houdini. Eminem is facing backlash for a lyric in that song that references the 2020 Pew Pew incident involving Megan Thee Stallion, a black woman. In the song, Eminem raps, "If I was to ask Megan Thee Stallion if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat?" This is seen as making light of the traumatic event where Megan Thee Stallion was pew-pewed on her foot, right? Fit, by rapper Tory Lanez, who was later sentenced to 10 years in prison. Many people criticized Eminem for being insensitive and for targeting a black woman. But what are we doing exactly about that, as the men especially, right? Especially during Black Music Month. So he released the song during Black Music History Month. Critics argue that making jokes about gender violence and the black woman's trauma is inappropriate and disrespectful. Some fans defended Eminem. Some fans also include black people, saying that his lyrics are known for being provocative and that the line was just wordplay. So wordplay is basically when you get some words, you stack them up and say them in a way that is interesting or sounds funny, sounds sensational, in rap. That's wordplay. Now let's take a closer look at black trauma for profit. The exploitation of black suffering begins with the sensationalization of news stories and social media content that focuses on incidents of racial violence, police misconduct on black people, and socioeconomic disparities affecting black communities. These narratives often attract widespread attention and engagement, driving traffic to websites, news channels, and social media profiles. So that is the aim, first of all. You want marketing, so what do you use for marketing? The most appealing content, what is it? It's black trauma, right? So that's what they use. The more sensational and emotionally charged the story, the higher the viewership or readership, thereby increasing advertisement revenue and profitability for media corporations and content creators. For instance, the coverage of protests sparked by incidents like the unaliving of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor not only highlighted systemic racist, but also became lucrative opportunities for media outlets. Ever heard of the notion from chaos comes order, or from conflicts or wars, billionaires are made? The constant replaying of graphic images and videos of black suffering serves to desensitize audiences while simultaneously reinforcing harmful stereotypes and narratives about black people. Moreover, the appropriation of black culture compounds with this issue. Cultural elements such as music, fashion, hairstyles, and language deeply rooted in black communities are often co-opted and commodified by mainstream culture without proper acknowledgement or respect for their origins. This phenomenon is often justified by the misguided notion that black people have no culture and black culture is public domain or available for everyone, dismissing the historical and cultural significance of these elements to black identity. The argument that black people do not possess a distinct culture to be appropriated reflects a profound ignorance of history and a deliberate erasure of contributions made by black communities. So there's that, right? But there's a lot of information that people ignore, such as from jazz music to hip-hop, from African-inspired fashion to culinary traditions, black culture has consistently influenced and shaped cultural trends worldwide. Yet these contributions are frequently exploited and commercialized by individuals and industries that profit from the creativity and resilience of black artists and communities. Furthermore, the economic disparities faced by many black creators and entrepreneurs in these industries further exacerbate the exploitation. While black culture may generate substantial profits for corporations, the creators themselves often receive disproportionately little compensation or recognition for their contributions. This economic imbalance perpetuates a circle of marginalization and exploitation within creative industries. And there you have it, black trauma or black suffering being used for profit. Now, this also includes certain black individuals inside the black community or outside the black community also profiting off this. One good example is Timbaland and Swiss Beats, I believe, cooperating or creating a partnership with Elon Musk to launch a program on Twitter, or X now, right? A program for entertainment and viewership's sake. And we did cover this in another video where a sister did get into the details of this perspective. But that's just one of the things that we're talking about. So long as a few of black people are benefiting or profiting off black trauma, it is very good for them, right? That is the excuse that most people use to justify their means and their ways at black culture. Now, you leave your thoughts in the comment section regarding today's discussion and topics. I'd like to hear your perspectives concerning what we presented to you. Please share, like, and subscribe. Signing off for now. And remember, black trauma wouldn't be profitable if you and I didn't support it.